Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Let's be honest, being a teenager right now isn't easy. It's overwhelming. You're expected to know who you are, what you want to be, and where you're going, all while dealing with pressure from school, parents, friends, culture, and social media. It can feel like you're drowning in expectations. Everyone wants you to figure it all out, but no one seems to really understand what it's like to be you. And maybe right now, you feel lost. Maybe you've made mistakes. Maybe you recomparing your life to everyone else as highlight reels on Instagram or TikTok and wondering why you don't measure up. Maybe you feel like you're not good enough, not smart enough, not attractive enough, not spiritual enough. If any of that sounds familiar, I want to speak directly to your heart today with a truth that can literally shift your mindset. And that is Jeremiah 29 minutes and 11 seconds. This verse says, For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. It's short, simple, but deeply powerful. And here is why it matters for you right now. Because this verse is a direct promise from God to people who felt unsure, afraid, and stuck, just like many of us. Jeremiah originally shared these words with the people of Israel when they were living in exile. That means they were far from home, in a land they didn't want to be in, facing a future they couldn't see clearly. Sound relatable? You might not be physically in exile, but mentally or emotionally, you might feel like you are. Stuck in a place you don't want to be, wishing life looked different. And it's right in that moment, when everything felt confusing and hopeless, that God reminded his people, I know the plans I have for you. Let that sink in. Even when they didn't know what was going to happen next, God did. And the same is true for you. You might feel uncertain about your future, but God already sees it. He's not panicked. He's not confused. He's not waiting for you to have a perfect 5-year plan. He already knows what he's doing. Let's break it down further. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. This is important because a lot of teens secretly wonder if God is disappointed in them or even punishing them. If you've messed up, if you've drifted from your faith, if you've made choices you regret, you might think, God must be done with me. But he's not. His plans are not to harm you, even if you've made some wrong turns. His heart is always restoration, never condemnation. Sometimes life does hurt. People let you down. You struggle with anxiety or depression. You battle loneliness. And in those moments, it's easy to wonder, where's God? But Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us, he's right there, holding you through it, promising that this is not the end of your story. Then the verse says, plans to give you a hope and a future. If you take nothing else away from this, take that. God isn't giving you a hopeless life. He's not setting you up for failure. The world might tell you your value is based on your grades, your looks, your talents, your relationships. But God says, no, your value comes from me, and I've got something ahead of you worth waiting for. That future might not look like what the world promises. It might not come with 1 million followers, perfect skin, or a 6-figure career right out of college. But it will be filled with purpose, meaning, and the kind of peace you can't fake. God's version of success isn't about being famous. It's about being faithful. It's about becoming who he created you to be, step by step, day by day. Now, I want to be real with you. Believing Jeremiah 29 minutes and 11 seconds doesn't mean your life will be easy. It doesn't mean every day will feel good. It means that even in the mess, even when things fall apart, even when you're heartbroken or confused, God is still working. He's still writing, and his story is better than the one you'd write on your own. If you've ever thought, what's the point? This verse answers that. The point is that your life matters. Your future matters. You are not just a random person taking up space on Earth. You are known by name. You are deeply loved. And your life has divine purpose. You don't have to know every detail of your future to walk in faith. You just need to trust the one who does know. Start small. Talk to God honestly. Tell him your fears, your doubts, your questions. He's not intimidated by your mess. He actually wants you to bring it to him. Maybe right now you feel like you've drifted far from God. You haven't prayed in weeks. You've been doing things you know aren't right. You feel numb. But here's the truth. God's plan for you hasn't been canceled. Your mistakes haven't ruined your purpose. His grace is bigger than your past. So what can you do? You can start fresh today. You can open your Bible, write down Jeremiah 29-11, and say, God, I don't know what the future holds, but I'm choosing to trust you. You can reach out to a mentor or a youth leader. You can spend 10 minutes just sitting in silence and letting God speak to your heart. And when anxiety creeps in, when comparison starts choking your confidence, when you feel behind or broken, come back to this verse. Say it out loud. Pray it. Declare it. Write it on your mirror. Put it on your phone lock screen. Make it part of your daily rhythm. Because it's more than just a cute verse. It's a lifeline. God is not finished with you. Not even close. The same God who created galaxies, who parted seas, who raised the dead, that God is writing your story. And the next chapter is full of hope. Not because you have it all figured out, but because he does. You don't have to strive to be worthy. You already are. You don't have to hustle to earn God's love. It's already yours. And no matter what you've been through or what's ahead, you can walk with confidence knowing this. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future.